Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary folks, and everyone on the gender spectrum to Honor Championship Pro Wrestling. Hang the DJ. I am here, one of them, and coming to your team of four, the evening juvenile. Wait a minute, I'm being told we have a situation backstage. We're trying to get cameras back there to see what's going on. Oh my god, wait, that's Axiom. Axiom's been laid out. What? And wait, so is Nathan Frazier. Both men are supposed to be competing in the opening matchup tonight for the Men's World Championship. What is going on? Well, folks, tonight was supposed to start with the Men's World Championship triple threat match, but as we just saw backstage, Nathan Frazier and Axiom are laid out, and making his way to the ring right now is the Ring General Volta. I don't know what is going to happen with this supposed triple threat matchup, the planned triple threat matchup for the Men's World Championship tonight. Volta making his way to the ring, though, that title around his waist. I don't know what happened to Fraxium backstage. I'm concerned for Fraxium. I don't know if they'll be able to compete tonight in what was supposed to be the biggest opportunity of their careers. The Men's World Championship was supposed to be on the line to start Hang the DJ episode 20 here tonight. And I don't know what's gonna happen for the rest of the show. Volta making his way to the ring. Is he even gonna defend the title? Is there even gonna be a match? I don't know what is going on tonight, or with the start of the show. I don't know. The Men's World Championship matchup, as far as I know, is probably canceled for the evening. There's no way that the Ring General is... I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And Volta just toying now with his planned opponents. The Ring General calling out Javon Evans. Oh my god. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Daydreamer. Daydreamer having Volta defend the championship in the opening contest here tonight. And Walter's opponent is returning tonight on Hang the DJ episode 20. Volta's pissed, and his opponent tonight is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is back in HCPW, and Seth Rollins is getting a Men's World Championship matchup to kick off the night here tonight on Hang the DJ episode 20. And look at Seth Rollins, a throwback for the Kingslayer, the Visionary, the Revolutionary. Seth Rollins is here tonight in Portland, Oregon, the Rose City, the City of Roses, and Seth Rollins. The last time we saw Seth Rollins was in the World's Heavyweight Championship tournament, being knocked out of that tournament because of Braun Breaker, then went on to have a matchup, a Falls Count Anywhere matchup against Braun Breaker, in which he would take the victory, but of course taking a few months off to rehabilitate himself after that brutal Falls Count Anywhere matchup against the unpredictable badass Seth Rollins. Though tonight looks to change his fortunes around, and Seth Rollins looks to win the Men's World Championship from the Ring General. Look at Walter on the outside of the ring. He was correct when he called himself the most dominant champion in HCPW history. He was correct when he said he retired the Dragon, Bryan Danielson, to win that Men's World Championship, then known as the Global Championship of HCPW. But Seth Rollins tonight looks to take that all away looks to burn Walter's reign straight to the ground. And Seth Rollins and the Ring General as they set to meet, well, they are set to meet for that Men's World Championship. Excuse me, I talked over myself there for a second. Walter looking at his Men's World Championship, looking at the referee with disdain. Walter hands it over. The official shows Seth Rollins what he's fighting for. Walter and Seth Rollins for the Men's World Championship, kicking off the night. Here tonight, there is Seth Rollins. There is the Ring General Walter. And here we go. The bell sounded, we are underway. Walter and Seth Rollins have only ever met once in their careers, and it was in 2019. Nearly 6 years ago, these two men met one-on-one. Or 7 years ago, excuse me. They met one-on-one on a right before Survivor Series. Walter and Seth Rollins would, of course, that match would not have a conclusion. 2019 WWE for you. Tonight, though, we look to crown a decisive winner, and Walter gets the leg up in that exchange. Excuse me, I was trying to find my wording. And a big leg drop to Seth Rollins, but Rollins shot to the midsection there. Seth Rollins roll up on Walter to end the reign early. To end the reign this quickly, count him 1, but only a 1 count on Walter. Seth Rollins, you got to think the official was a bit more in position. Rollins could have stolen the championship there, but Rollins now side headlock on the ring into that. And Walter just shoving Seth Rollins off. Rollins flies over the top, having to hang on for dear life. Rollins, though, elbow to the face and a flying knee strike, springboard style from the Architect. And Seth Rollins calling up the Ring General, the Kingslayer, the Visionary, the Revolutionary. Seth Rollins, another collar elbow tie up here with Walter. And into the corner. Walter using that size advantage every chance he can get against Seth Rollins. Clean break from Rollins and Walter. And Walter, wait a minute, has Seth Rollins up. Looking for a hot shot there. Snake eyes off the ropes even. Stun gun. Shades of stunning Steve Austin there. But wait a minute, Seth Rollins. Shot to the midsection. Rollins with a neck breaker there. Takes the Ring General to the mat. And Rollins to the apron. Now what's Rollins thinking about here? Springboard Swanton Bomb. No. Walter was up to his feet as Seth Rollins went for the springboard. Walter was getting up, and Rollins crashed and burned in a huge back elbow to Seth Rollins from Walter. And now overhead chop and another one, and Walter, combination of strikes and chopping down Seth Rollins, and now dragging out the arm, holding down the arm from the elbow and stomping at the hand of the Visionary. And Walter now, wait a minute, lift up, powerbomb, no. Shot to the midsection, and walking over the midsection of Seth Rollins, and a shot to the, I think the upper back. Maybe that shoulder went to drop the weight on Seth, but Seth able to move out the way. And now Seth Rollins with an elbow. Rollins with a chop. Rollins with a combination of strikes. Wait a minute. Rollins lifting inverted DDT to the Ring General. And Seth Rollins could change his fortunes here tonight by winning the Men's World title. Grabbing the arm and just stomping at the back of the head of Walter. Not exactly a curb stomp, but Seth Rollins just stomping in the back of the head of Walter. Hesitation drop kick. Seated in the corner was Walter. Huge drop kick from Seth Rollins. And Rollins sends Walter into the corner. And Rollins, what could he be looking for here? Sends Walter to the top. Terrible position for Rollins, and Walter's able to reverse off the top. Hurricanrana. Walter crashing in the center of the ring. But Walter able to recover. Roll up from Walter. Hooking him 1. Hooking him no. And Walter and Rollins back to a vertical basis. Rollins went for a jumping knee strike. Walter went for a German suplex. Rollins able to reverse. Rollins went for a shot to the back of the head. Walter able to move out the way. Rollins has Walter up in a scoop slam from Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins has fired himself up here. Seth Rollins going to be looking to win the Men's World title. Rollins to the top rope. Rollins off the top, axe handle to the back of the head of the ring. And out and an elbow to the back for good measure. And Seth Rollins, wait a minute, springboard, swanton bomb connecting that time. Rollins into the cover, hooking the leg 1, hooking the leg, no, not even a 2 count, just a 1 count. And Rollins, wait a minute, Springboard off the ropes. That combination. Swanton into the moonsault. Cover on Walter again. One. Cover. No. Still only a 1 count on the ring general. Seth Rollins knows it's going to take a lot to put away Walter. He knows it's going to take everything it can. Everything he can muster in a huge sling blade. And Rollins to the top, but Walter wisely rolling out of the way. Getting himself up in the corner, and what an elbow from Rollins. A body avalanche in the corner, and Rollins with a huge springboard knee, and now a cover on the ring and out. Cover 1, cover 2. No, only a 2 count. Walter, now wait a minute, what is Seth Rollins thinking about here? Rollins to the top rope. Rollins at the top rope. Rollins off the top of the knee drop. Seth Rollins off the top of the knee drop. And Rollins has Walter up. Rollins has Walter up into the corner with the ring in and out. And just a huge elbow from Walter to the face of Seth Rollins and a huge clothesline. Brutal looking lariat there from Walter and a stomp to the back of the head. And now Walter calling Seth up to his feet. Walter, wait a minute, backdrop driver, my God. Backdrop driver, I was gonna correct myself, say it was a back suplex, but that was a backdrop driver. Just dropped Rollins on the back of his goddamn head. Now choking him out in the corner with his foot. The huge boot of Walter, but wait a minute, Rollins able to reverse. Rollins trips up Walter. Rollins now to the top rope. What is Rollins thinking about here? Rollins, 5-star frog splash from Seth Rollins. 5-star frog splash cover, hooking the leg, but Walter's able to kick out at 2. Beautiful 5-star from Seth Rollins. Beautifully executed from the Architect. But oh wait, Walter with a reversal. Walter with the shots in the midsection, and Walter trying to do anything he can to keep on the attack here. Combinations of strikes from the ring general. And wait a minute, what is this? Huge chop to the back of the neck and a huge kick to the chest of Seth Rollins, and Rollins is up. Rollins is up against the ropes, and oh no. Oh no. No. We've seen this before. We saw this against CM Punk. We saw this against Bryan Danielson. And Seth Rollins may be next. We know the back issues of Seth. Walter's got him up for the power bomb. Rollins shots to the head. Rollins gets out of it. Rollins avoids an apron power bomb. Sling blade on the floor. I think Walter, and then the back of Walter's head may hit the steps. The back of Walter's head may hit the steel steps. Rollins sends the ring out of the back of the ring. Rollins, springboard frog splash. Seth Rollins could have it here. Rollins to win the men's world title cover. Count him 1. Count him no. Only a count of 1. Seth Rollins can't believe it. Rollins calls up the ring general. Seth Rollins, huge shot to the face, shot to the leg, overhead chop from Seth, and a DDT from Seth Rollins. That's a now cover on Walter again, hooking the leg 1, hooking the leg 2, but barely a 2 count. Walter kicks out right as the referee's hand hits down for the count of 2. And Seth Rollins is beside himself. Rollins doesn't know what to do, what to think, what to do against the ring and around. But Walter knows exactly what to do, and a chop to the chest in the corner from Walter. And now Walter, wait a minute, has Seth in the corner again. And Walter, oh, we've seen this before. We've seen this before. Huge strike to the midsection. And now Walter choking out Seth Rollins, bending him over that top turnbuckle. And Rollins collapses to the floor on the outside of the ring. And Walter dragging Seth Rollins up. Rollins with the reversal. Walter, oh, wait a minute. Walter's blocking that chop, and Walter another backdrop driver, more like a Saito suplex that time onto the floor. All the same, dropping Seth Rollins on the back of his goddamn head. And now the ring in and out. Wait a minute. What is Walter looking for here? Walter has Rollins by the hair in that brutal lariat that we've seen Walter hit. And it's normally a prelude to this right here. Walter's got Rollins up. Power bomb. Center of the ring stacks him up like a fucking accordion. And you can count to no! Rollins kicks out at 2. Rollins kicks out at 2. I was going to say you can count to a goddamn 1,000. But Rollins able to kick out, gets out the way of the knee drop, and another sling blade from Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins has Walter by the back of the head. Rollins got Walter against the ropes, and Seth Rollins clothesline over the top. Walter down to the floor. Rollins has that look at his eyes. Seth Rollins off the ropes. Suicide dive Walter to the barricade. But Rollins ain't done. Dragging Walter back up. And Rollins off the ropes again. We've seen this before. Over the top tope con hilo. From Seth Rollins, this is awesome chance from the HCPW faithful here in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. Sends Walter back in the ring to win the men's world title. Wait! Adam Cole's back, and Adam Cole just screwed Seth Rollins out of the men's world championship. And Walter doesn't even know it. Walter's getting up in the ring. Walter's got no idea. What the hell? Oh my God! Javon Evans just dropped the ring out in the center of the ring. Javon Evans. Walter rolls out of the ring. Javon Evans just dropped the ring out. Look at Javon. Hype on his face. Oh my God. CM Punk just threw a chair at Javon Evans. Shades of the gauntlet. CM Punk just attacking Javon Evans. Seth Rollins and Adam Cole are brawling up the ramp. Over the top goes Javon, and CM Punk taunting at Javon Evans. CM Punk staring at the chaos on the ramp between Cole and Rollins. Wait a minute, turns around. Drop kick, and that's Nick Wayne. Drop kick from Nick Wayne, who challenged CM Punk last week and doesn't appreciate being aired. Walter walking up the ramp now as well. Huge strikes from Nick Wayne. Rollins and Adam Cole brawling near the stage. I think they brawled off the stage. Screwboy super kick from Seth Rollins. Oh, hell has broken loose here on Hang the DJ. To start episode 20, Adam Cole into that steel barricade. Rollins with a standing shooting star press. Walter trying to avoid everyone. Javon Evans is out. CM Punk ran out of the ring from Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne taunting CM Punk right now. What in the hell is going on to start Hang the DJ? Wait, Batista! Batista not letting these 6 men brawl all around the arena here tonight, much of the dismay of the HCPW faithful. Wait a minute. No opponent for May 23rd. Walter's defending the men's world title against all 5 of them. What the hell? Hold on. Oh no, not a 6-man challenger, a battle royal. What could Batista have in mind? An elimination chamber. What the hell? What? The elimination chamber? Are you kidding me? I guess some good news for tonight, as the group of Dishonour seem to be on the same page for the main event of the evening tonight. But I'm still reeling over the fact that Batista just announced Walter's defending the Men's World Championship inside of the Elimination Chamber on May 23rd. But folks, this second matchup for the evening tonight is about to be underway, as this woman, Dakota Kai, last week challenged Stephanie Vaquer to a one-on-one matchup. Stephanie Vaquer, as we know, on a mission to prove that she belongs in the Women's World Championship matchup on May 23rd at HCPW, your apartment. And Dakota Kai made the challenge last week, said, if you beat me, then you prove to the world you belong. But if I beat you, this fairy tale you have ends. Dakota Kai also wanting to prove that she belongs at the top of the Women's World Championship ranks here in HCPW. A proving ground matchup for both of these women here tonight. Dakota Kai not having the best of records in HCPW. I believe she's lost more matches than she's won. Stephanie Becker on a tear since defeating the Empress of Tomorrow, since defeating the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. Stephanie Becker undefeated since defeating the #1 contender, Asuka. And Stephanie Becker looking to keep that streak going, looking to best Dakota Kai here tonight, looking to prove to the world that she deserves a shot at the Women's World Championship more than the Empress of Tomorrow, more than Dakota Kai, more than any other woman in HCPW. Stephanie Becker entering the ring. Stephanie Becker, Dakota Kai meeting one-on-one for the first time ever here on Hang the DJ episode 20. And Stephanie Becker, look at that smirk. Stephanie Becker knows her stock is quickly rising in HCPW with win after win after win. There is Dakota Kai. There is Stephanie Becker. And here we go. The bell sounded. We are underway. And Dakota Kai shots to the leg immediately of Stephanie Becker and a shot to the midsection. And Dakota, those Kawada kicks to Stephanie, takes her down to the mat. And Dakota with a kick to the back. And that's what Dakota's got to do. Dakota's got to keep on the attack as much as she can. But oh, Stephanie Becker with a shot to the head. And Stephanie Becker with a roll-up. Stephanie Becker to steal a quick victory here, but only a count of one. Dakota's able to kick out at one. You know, Dakota went to grab at Stephanie, but couldn't quite get the grip. Went for that combination of kicks, but Stephanie's able to reverse it. And Stephanie Becker tripping her up. And Stephanie Becker with a single leg Boston Crab. But Dakota's able to trip the legs and get out of it. And now Dakota Kai, huge elbow to the face. Off the ropes with Stephanie Becker. Dakota dropped down. Dakota with a leapfrog. And Dakota roll up, no, rolls through. And not a super kick, excuse me, a kick to the chest. Roundhouse kick to the chest. And another one to the back. And now Dakota calling Stephanie up to her feet. Dakota grabbing Stephanie by the hair. And Stephanie able to get those elbows into the midsection. Stephanie back here. What is this? Off the ropes with Dakota. Drop down from Stephanie. Leapfrog that time. And Stephanie back here. Toto World backbreaker. Brutal Toto World backbreaker. Face wash from Dakota. We saw this last week against Io Sky. That leg drop right across the top of the head. More like a leg drop to the forehead. Super kick to the midsection there. And oh wait, a soccer kick to the back now. Stephanie back here taking over here in this matchup. And wait a minute, what is Stephanie thinking? Power bomb, no. Dakota's able to roll through. Dakota Kai with a roll up. Shoulders down, but not even a one count. Stephanie able to kick out. Stephanie gets up slow to her feet. Dakota able to catch her with a huge combination, ending with a choke slam into a backbreaker. Went for a double foot stomp, but Stephanie able to reverse. Stephanie roll over into a DDT. Spiking Dakota Kai on the top of her head. And Stephanie back here, huge back elbow, huge shot, huge kicks. And wait a minute, German suplex, dropping Dakota Kai on the back of her head. Stephanie back here following Dakota to the outside. Double axe handle off the apron. Dakota Kai was taunting Stephanie back here and paid for it. And knee drop there, brutal knee drop. Caught between a rock and a hard place. The rock being Stephanie Becker's knee. The hard place being the thin padding on the concrete floor on the outside of the ring. And Stephanie Becker grabbing Dakota by the hair, but no. Shot to the midsection, the official on a count of 3. Into the barricade now goes Stephanie Becker. Dakota back in the ring. Count of 4. Dakota taunting Stephanie, drawing a line in the sand. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, huge shot to the face of Stephanie Becker. Another one from Dakota Kai. Count of 6. Stephanie, wait a minute. What's Stephanie thinking here? Good been thinking about a springboard. Decided against it. Dakota Kai. A stunner off the ropes. Kind of 8 from the official. Dakota Kai Out of the ring now. Dakota Kai resetting the count. Sends Stephanie back in the ring. Dakota Kai, what is this? Dakota Kai, what is this? Dakota Kai, wait a minute. Rolling the dice from Dakota Kai. Cover, hooking the leg. Count him 1. Count him 2. Count him, no, only a count of 2. Never seen that from Dakota Kai. More Kawada kicks to the side of the head of Stephanie Vaquer. Dragging Stephanie up to her feet. Dakota went for something, but Stephanie grabbing the leg. And a dragon screw there from Stephanie Vaquer, trying to cut the knees of Dakota Kai. We know the knee issues of Dakota Kai, but Dakota Kai grabbing Stephanie by the shoulders and slamming her to the mat. And now grabbing Stephanie by the hair and slamming her face first into the mat. Dakota Kai, it's not pretty. It's not exactly the style we've seen Dakota Kai use. More of that smash mouth style from Dakota. Double foots up off the top, getting a 2 count, but Stephanie able to kick out at 2. And Dakota Kai, wait a minute, stomp to the leg now. Kick to the leg, and Dakota calling Stephanie up. Calling Stephanie up. Dakota. Combination of kicks there from Dakota, ending with that axe kick. And Stephanie's reeling. Stephanie's in the corner. Dakota Kai with a face wash into the corner. Huge boot to the face. And Dakota, huge combination of elbows. And another one for good measure. And oh, wait a minute. Roll up from Stephanie. Roll up from Stephanie. Cover 1, but no, only a 1 count. Dakota's able to kick out. And Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai's got her up. Dakota Kai, go to kick. Go to kick connects. Dakota to end the fairy tale. Count him 1. Count him 2. No, Stephanie with a rope break. The official sees it. Stephanie grabbing the ropes. And the official see the rope break at Stephanie Vaquer with a headbutt. And Stephanie Vaquer calling Dakota Kai up to her feet. Stephanie Vaquer, wait a minute, springboard, no, overshot the crossbody. Dakota Kai able to move out the way, and Dakota Kai with a huge elbow to the face. Covered by Dakota, count him 1, count him 2, count him, no. Dakota Kai able to get off, well, gets off the cover. I don't know what for, maybe arrogance from Dakota, maybe the official saw a rope break. And Stephanie rolls out the ring immediately, and Stephanie Vaquer brutal headbutts on the floor. I do think the official saw a rope break from Stephanie Vaquer, and that is why the count was disrupted. And Stephanie Vaquer, wait a minute, calling Dakota to her feet. That time hits the springboard crossbody. And Stephanie Vaquer in control of this matchup. Stephanie Vaquer, huge Saito suplex from Stephanie Vaquer. Now Stephanie in the corner, calling Dakota Kai up to her feet. Stephanie Vaquer, what is this? Went for the drop kick, but undershot it. But Dakota Kai out on her feet. Stephanie Vaquer hits it that time, and a cover from Vaquer. Hooking the leg 1, hooking the leg, no. Only a count of 1 on Dakota Kai. Stephanie Vaquer's got to do a lot more to take out Dakota Kai. Going for broke, but no. Went for maybe a Salida del Sol, shades of Kalisto. But Stephanie Vaquer got reversed from Dakota Kai. Now Dakota Kai, those kicks to the chest. 4 of them. And a cover now. Count him 1. Count him. No, only a count of 1. Dakota Kai. She can't get too flustered. Double foot stomp to the chest. And Dakota Kai, what is this? Oh, just cranking at the neck. Does Dakota Kai. And Dakota slamming the head of Stephanie Vaquer into the mat. Dakota Kai up to the top. What is Dakota thinking about here? Maybe another double foot stomp. No, calling Stephanie up to her feet. Dakota Kai off the top. Double axe handle to the back of Dakota. Not of Dakota Kai, of Stephanie Vaquer, excuse me. And Dakota shot to the chest. Dakota into the ropes. Well, into the corner with Stephanie. Up to the top. Wait a minute. Avalanche Hurricane Rana connects here tonight. We saw it with Seth Rollins and Walter. Now we see it with Dakota and Stephanie. Cover 1, cover 2. No, only a 2 count of Dakota again. Beside herself. Can't believe that Stephanie Vaquer is still in this fight. Dakota calling Stephanie up. Shot from Dakota. Dakota taunting at Stephanie. So we're going to hit her with her best shot underneath the feet. from Stephanie Vaquer. And now Stephanie Vaquer to take advantage. Dakota got too overconfident, got too cocky with it. And the SVB, the Stephanie Vaquer bomb, wins her yet another matchup. Stephanie Vaquer having to pull out all the stops tonight to defeat Dakota Kai. But Stephanie Vaquer has done it. And Stephanie Vaquer, you gotta think, win after win after win against Damage Control members. That has got to make Kairi Sane just a little bit worried about this woman climbing the ranks in HCPW. Stephanie Vaquer, one step closer to realizing her dream, one step closer to facing Kairi Sane, and potentially one step closer to becoming the Women's World Champion. And folks, it looks like Stephanie Vaquer may get her wish after all. Next week, she takes on Kairi Sane. But speaking of wishes, this man right here, Swerve Strickland, wishes to end the bloodline, wishes to take down the God of Thunder, the Heritage Champion, Roman Reigns. And last week, this man got revenge on the person who screwed him out of the Heritage Championship, and she'll be fine on her own. Swerve Strickland defeated Solo Sikoa last week, and tonight he goes one-on-one with Jacob Fatu, looking to get one step closer to the God of Thunder himself, Roman Reigns. The God of Thunder, of course, defends the Heritage Championship on May 23rd against none other than Dubs of Frost, the man who won the Triple Threat #1 Contenders matchup, which pitted himself, Swerve Strickland, and Drew McIntyre all up against each other for a shot at the God of Thunder. Roman Reigns would, of course, screw Swerve Strickland out of that, inadvertently screwing Drew McIntyre, as well as Drew McIntyre would be distracted and get hit with the VAD. And speaking of screw jobs, Jacob Fatu last week screwed Cedric Alexander out of a shot at potentially winning the Australia Championship. Not last week, a couple weeks ago, excuse me. This man, Jacob Fatu, would attack Cedric Alexander backstage, rendering him unable to compete in his Triple Threat matchup to determine who would qualify for the Ladder War, the Australia Championship Ladder War, I should say. That, of course, was won by Wyatt Danger, turned into a singles matchup between Wyatt Danger and Nucci, and Wyatt will win that thanks to this man, Jacob Fatu, eliminating the factor of Cedric Alexander. Speaking of the Australia Championship Ladder War, right after this matchup, later on tonight, excuse me, not right after this matchup, later on tonight, we will hear from Pearson Clifford live from, I believe, the Tokyo Dome in Japan. But first, we gotta get through this matchup. This matchup pitting the Bloodline up against Swerve Strickland for the second week in a row, and Jacob Fatu, look at him. His first matchup here in HCPW. His first matchup ever against Swerve Strickland, and Jacob Fatu looks as ready as one can be. Swerve Strickland, though, is not anyone Jacob Fatu should take lightly. Swerve Strickland is a former All Elite Wrestling World Champion, a main event player in All Elite Wrestling is Swerve Strickland, but his opponent is a Samoan werewolf tonight, Jacob Fatu, and here we go. Both of these men in their respective, oh my god, super kick right out the gate from Jacob Fatu, cover hook, not even hooking the leg, getting a count of one, caught Swerve Strickland cold. As I was saying, oh wait a minute, Dr. Bomb, Dr. Willie Bomb from Jacob Fatu went for a super kick, Swerve able to roll out the way. Swerve, though, no one home could have been thinking about that. Rolling Thunder Flatliner and a pop-up Samoan drop. And Jacob Fatu is already on a roll here. And oh, Jacob Fatu. Michinoku driver from Jacob Fatu. As I was saying, these two men, top athletes in their promotion, in their respective promotions, not HCPW. Jacob Fatu, a main name in the WWE. Swerve Strickland, a main name in All Elite Wrestling. These two men meeting tonight in HCPW. Swerve Strickland looking to take down the Bloodline, and Swerve, huge right hand to Jacob Fatu, and Swerve Strickland looking to take an advantage here. Back rake from Fatu, and that just enraged Jacob Fatu. Moving out of the way of the dropkick, and Jacob Fatu sends Swerve sailing over the top rope and crashing to the arena floor. I was losing my whole train of thought, and Jacob Fatu, look at him in the corner, just a psychopath. The official having to stop him from going outside to punish Swerve Strickland even more. Just runs around the referee and a super kick to the chin of Swerve Strickland. And this has been all Jacob Fatu since the opening bell. And oh wait, never mind. Commentators curse Swerve Strickland throwing Fatu over the top rope, and Swerve taunting at Jacob, waiting for him to get up. Swerve off the ropes, but stops himself, seeing Jacob move out the way. Swerve suicide dive, no! Fatu moves out the way, and Swerve comes up a bit short, and Jacob Fatu with an uppercut to the throat. And as I said, this matchup has been all Jacob Fatu since the opening bell. Jacob Fatu caught Swerve with a super kick right out the gate, and Swerve hasn't been able to have an answer since. Brutal headbutts there from Jacob Fatu. And Fatu, look at him, just taunting at Swerve. And oh, that may have cost him there. That may have cost him. Swerve off the top rope. Well, sends Jacob Fatu off the top. Swerve now going off the top rope with a beautiful moonsault. I'm going to say Jacob throw first off the top from Swerve. And then Swerve went off the top rope, so I guess I just called it a bit early. And oh, wait a minute. Swerve dropped down. Swerve went for that clothesline, but Jacob Fatu able to reverse. And Jacob Fatu's had an answer for Swerve Strickland at every turn, and another pop-up Samoan drop. And Jacob Fatu now calling Swerve up to his feet. And Jacob Fatu off the ropes with a springboard clothesline. Jacob Fatu, what a debut for this man. Jacob Fatu is another overhead chop to the back of the head of Swerve. Jacob Fatu, another uppercut. Went for another super kick, got caught. Swerve Strickland sweeps the legs. Swerve Strickland with a beautiful standing moonsault. Swerve Strickland, you got to take the advantage every chance you can get. Swerve, springboard. Oh no, roll through, excuse me, into the neck breaker. Cover on Fatu, hooking the leg. Count him one. Count him, no, only a count of one. Fatu's already back up to his feet. Jacob Fatu was already back up to his feet, and Swerve combination of strikes, overhead chop. Swerve sidewalk slam to Jacob Fatu, and Swerve now standing swanton bomb. Swerve's got to stay on the attack, cover one, but only a one count still. Swerve trying to make Jacob expel his energy with kickouts, though. It's a smart strategy. Swerve, wait a minute. What a power slam from Swerve. Swerve to the top rope. Swerve Strickland, what could he be thinking about here? Moonsault doesn't find anyone home. Jacob Fatu able to get up, moving out of the way of the moonsault, and a couple knee drops, missing the second. Swerve, wait a minute, what does Swerve have in mind here? Brain buster to Jacob Fatu, but both men are down. Both men are down off the brain buster. And Swerve back up to his feet first. And Swerve with another Swanton bomb. Standing Swanton from Swerve. And Swerve, wait a minute, no. Jacob Fatu kicking Swerve Strickland off. And Jacob Fatu calling Swerve up to his feet. The prayer of Jacob Fatu and another springboard clothesline. Didn't quite get all of it, but got enough of it in a cover. Count him one, count him two. Only a 2 count. But the dichotomy of the pinfalls, you gotta think. Swerve Strickland only getting a 1 count still. Jacob Fatu nearly defeated Swerve Strickland. Wait a minute, Fatu to the top. Fatu with a Samoan splash to Swerve Strickland. Cover, hooking the leg 1. Look at Taz on the outside, but Swerve still able to kick out a 2. And Jacob Fatu's beside himself. Jacob Fatu, wait a minute. Jacob Fatu with that moonsault. Immediately, cover 1, cover 2. Holy shit! Jacob Fatu just dominated Swerve Strickland. Jacob Fatu has pinned Swerve Strickland. Holy shit! Jacob Fatu just decimated Swerve Strickland. We talk about upset victories. That wasn't even an upset. That was domination from Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu has defeated Swerve Strickland here tonight. Not only did Pearson Clifford just make a huge statement, but we just saw Cedric Alexander attack Roman Reigns in the parking lot. And folks, now it is time for the debut of Carmelo Hayes and his opponent for the evening, Matt Sydal, making his way to the ring first tonight. Matt Sydal, the last time we saw Matt Sydal was on She'll Be Fine on Her Own in December, where he and Buddy Murphy would challenge for the HCPW Tag Team Championships in a losing effort on that night. But Matt Sydal tonight looking to break back into HCPW as a singles competitor for the time being. And Matt Sydal, his challenge tonight is he debuting Carmelo Hayes. Matt Sydal is an experienced man, to say the very least. Matt Sydal has competed all over the world, competed in many major wrestling promotions, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, WWE, AEW. That man has done it all. But tonight he takes on arguably the most hyped debut in HCPW history, and it's all thanks to Montel Vontavious Porter. There you see him in the back. Prestige's own Carmelo Hayes is finally in Honor Championship Pro Wrestling. but in a very different sort of circumstances from most athletes that are in HCPW. Most athletes have contracts with Honor Championship Pro Wrestling. Carmelo Hayes does not have a set contract with HCPW. Carmelo Hayes has a contract with that man behind him, MVP, with Prestigious LLC. And Prestigious LLC has licensed out its contracted performers to work on Honor Championship Pro Wrestling. Carmelo Hayes is not contracted by HCPW. Carmelo Hayes is contracted by MVP's Prestigious Corporation. But tonight, Carmelo Hayes makes his HCPW debut. Tonight, Carmelo Hayes looks to change the landscape of Honor Championship Pro Wrestling. But could you imagine if Matt Sydal pulls out a huge upset tonight, what that would do for Matt Sydal's career? There's Matt Sydal. There is the prestigious Carmelo Hayes, and here we go. Melo Sydal, we are underway. Matt Sydal immediately with a shot to the face. Melo with a back elbow. Melo off the ropes, went for a springboard, but I think he may have gotten into his nerves a little bit. A bit overzealous from Carmelo Hayes, and pays for it with a spine buster. Matt Sydal could be looking to spoil the debut of Carmelo Hayes early. Here tonight, Matt Sydal has Melo up and just off the top rope, throat first, and Matt Sydal taking the advantage early with a standing leg drop. And Matt Sydal now a kick to the back from Matt Sydal. The experience of Matt Sydal, but Carmelo Hayes shot to the face. But Matt Sydal immediately able to reverse. And you got to think the nerves of Carmelo Hayes, all the pressure in the world on that young man right there. Not only do the MVP hyping up this debut, but the first time we've seen any of the prestigious members just compete in HCPW, but Melo's right back in control. I may have spoken a bit too soon. Never mind. Went for a springboard moonsault. Matt Sydal able to beautifully move out the way. Matt Sydal, if anyone is going to know how to reverse a springboard maneuver, it's going to be Matt Sydal. Nearly 20 years of experience diving off the top rope, diving off the ropes. Matt Sydal knows all the reversals, but Carmelo Hayes stomped to the face, trying to keep Matt Sydal grounded. MVP on the outside. Beautiful knee strike there for Carmelo Hayes, and now Melo's talking shit. Talking shit does Carmelo Hayes. Calling Sydal up. Went to grab Sydal by the hair, but Sydal gets elbows into the midsection. Matt Sydal, wait a minute. Thought about running off the ropes, decided against it, but gave Melo time to recover. Carmelo Hayes with Sydal off the ropes, dropped down from Melo. Leapfrog from Melo, and Melo to-whirl into a slam to the mat. And a cover by Carmelo Hayes. Count him one, count him two, count him no. Only a 2 count on Matt Sydal. And Melo, beautiful springboard moonsault from the prestigious Carmelo Hayes, but only a 1 count. Carmelo Hayes, former NXT champion, former United States champion for the WWE. Matt Sydal, a former WWE Tag Team champion, gets sent over the top rope. Carmelo Hayes now to the outside as well. What is Melo thinking about here? Melo, wait a minute. Gut first into the steel steps goes Matt Sydal, and Melo with an elbow drop to the lower back. And Carmelo Hayes looking to take this advantage early. Count of 3 from the official. And Carmelo Hayes taunting in the ring. Count of 4 now. And look at Melo taunting at Sydal now as Sydal gets up to his feet. Carmelo Hayes just 1 of 1. You see that crowd sign there, and that is true for Melo. Melo missing that lariat, but got enough of it to stun Matt Sydal. Wait a minute. Rolled through into a beautiful Pele kick from Carmelo Hayes. And you got to believe the hype that MVP's put on this young man. Lariat in the corner. MVP liking what he's seeing on the outside. Cover 1. Cover 2. No, only a count of 1. MVP telling him to stay on the attack. And Carmelo Hayes doing just that, calling Matt Sydal to his feet again. Carmelo Hayes on to the middle turnbuckle, and Melo off the middle, but no. Matt Sydal able to move out the way, and Sydal sends Melo off the ropes, dropped out from Sydal. Leapfrog that time, and Sydal grabbing the arm of Melo, but Melo with a huge elbow. Melo went for a drop kick, misses. Sydal, wait a minute. Neck breaker off the knee. Cover from Sydal, hooking the leg 1, hooking the leg 2, but no, only a 2 count. MVP trying to will his client back into this fight, and does so with a brutal knee strike from Carmelo Hayes. My God, what a knee! And Melo calling Sydal to his feet. And Mello off the middle turnbuckle with a tilt-a-whirl. Arm drag off the ropes. That time hitting that springboard clothesline, and Mello talking some shit as he realized he hit it. And just talking shit to Sydal. I was losing my wording for a second. Now slowing down the match, cranking at the neck of Matt Sydal. Went to stomp at the ankle, but no. Sydal able to get the reversal. And Matt Sydal has Mello by the back of the head, but Mello able to reverse it. Elbows in the midsection of Matt Sydal, and just another knee strike, but Sydal answers back with a kick to the side of the head. And Matt Sydal grabs Mello by the ears, it seemed, pulled him up, and just an elbow to the face, but Mello answers back with a kick of his own. MVP on the outside, trying to give Mello some pointers. And Mello with that tilt-a-whirl face buster, shades of Mystico. La Mystico without the arm drag. And Mello with a beautiful neck breaker there to Matt Sydal. And Mello is in firm control of this matchup right now. And Mello went to the corner with Matt Sydal. Mello could be thinking about, went for a body slam. Could have been thinking about nothing but net, but a zigzag almost there from Matt Sydal. Shades of Nick Nemeth in TNA. My apologies. I lost my wording again in this matchup. The debut of Carmelo Hayes, one of the biggest deals in HCPW right now. Mello could be looking for that body slam. Yes, he does. He could be looking to climb all the way up. Looking to go for nothing but net. Does Mello. Decides against it. Hits that frog splash there. Carmelo Hayes called that. Oh, wait a minute. Ball and taunt there over. Oh my God. Shades of The Rock and MVP with his own version of a people's elbow. And a cover one, cover two, cover no. As I was saying, that frog splash, he used to call it the Fedora frog splash on the indies. And then hit his own version of a people's elbow with that ball and taunt like MVP used to do for an elbow drop. Very similar to that. But Mello, wait a minute. What's Mello thinking about here? Carmelo Hayes superplex to Matt Sydal connects, and both men are down, but Mello's able to get back up to his feet. And Mello calling Sydal up. Could be looking. Matt Sydal able to reverse it. Matt Sydal with a miniature attitude adjustment. Fireman's carry reversal there. Mello's got Sydal though. Mello's got Matt Sydal up against the ropes. And Carmelo Hayes off the ropes with Sydal. Missing that grab. And a huge enziguri from Matt Sydal. And Sydal could be looking. Oh no, never mind. Mello and Sydal going blow for blow here. Sydal with a beautiful Northern Light suplex bridging into the cover, but Mello kicks out and not even a 1 count. And Sydal, the official, blocking Sydal from getting to the top unintentionally. And Carmelo Hayes able to get an advantage off that momentary distraction thanks to the official. And a foot DDT there to Matt Sydal, and Mello following Sydal to the floor. You see Matt Sydal grabbing at his knee, grabbing at the leg, and Mello realizing a target and does it again, trying to ground Matt Sydal. 2 foot DDTs from Carmelo Hayes, trying to stop that shooting star press from even becoming a factor in this matchup. Wait a minute, Matt Sydal. Could have been looking to punch Carmelo Hayes, but missed it because Mello wasn't close enough. He hits that enziguri again. Matt Sydal to the top. If you're thinking about a shooting star press, decides against it and an elbow drop instead. Matt Sydal, beautiful elbow drop there, and Matt Sydal has Mello up. Huge elbow strike to the face of Carmelo Hayes off the ropes now. Matt Sydal, another beautiful spine buster. Shades of The Rock. With that spine buster, we saw Mello hit a people's elbow. Matt Sydal not going for a people's elbow of his own. Instead, up to the middle turnbuckle goes Matt Sydal off the middle with a beautiful Meteora from Matt Sydal. And Matt Sydal thinking about his next move here. May have thought about it a bit too much, and he did, because Mello with a huge headbutt and a cover. But Mello gets off the cover off of that, not wanting to win off a basic move like a headbutt. Mello wants to make a statement tonight, and he's going to do just that. What a pump kick from Mello. Dropping Matt Sydal like a ton of bricks on the mat. Mello to the top again. Mello with another frog splash. Fedora frog splash misses. Matt Sydal calling Carmelo Hayes up. Could be looking for that psycho trap. Oh, never mind. Looking for, oh my God, that landslide. Cover one, cover two, cover no. Mello kicks out at two side out. Can't believe it. Thought it was going for the psycho trap. Hit a landslide, instead went for a leg drop. But Mello's able to reverse it. Mello with a drop kick to the side of the head of Matt Sydal. And Carmelo Hayes. Wait a minute, what's Mello thinking about here? Could be thinking about a Uranagi, maybe a reverse STO. Couldn't get it. Looking for a kick that time. Missed Sydal. Caught it. Matt Sydal just got it with a brutal knee strike. A third brutal knee. And some more. The first 48 from Carmelo Hayes. And Mello's calling Sydal up, talking a bunch of shit. And Sydal gets up to his feet, and Carmelo Hayes, with that suplex cutter, has it in the bag. Carmelo Hayes hooking the leg. Count him one. You can count to 1,000. And Carmelo Hayes wins his debut matchup tonight against Matt Sydal. What a performance from the prestigious Carmelo Hayes. MVP, you gotta think he's happy with the performance from his client tonight. Carmelo Hayes wins his debut matchup in HCPW. MVP on the outside, all smiles as the prestigious LLC is up 1-0 after that one. Congratulations to Carmelo Hayes. Wyatt Danger and Dubs Frost both making their presence felt tonight. But folks, it is now time for the main event of the evening. And making their way to the ring first for this matchup, the team of Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns, as they team up with the HCPW World Tag Team Champions tonight. Zachary Wentz, Desmond Xavier of the Rascalz, as they are set to take on the entirety of Dishonor in an 8-man tag team matchup. Here tonight, for the first time ever, we see all 4 members of Dishonor competing in the same matchup, and they take on one of the most decorated tag teams in pro wrestling history and the current HCPW tag team champions, that of course being the Motor City Machine Guns and the Rascalz respectively. Last week we saw the Machine Guns go 2-on-2 against their partners for the evening tonight, the Rascalz, as the tag team championships were on the line last week in the main event of Hang the DJ episode 19. But Dishonor's Outlaw Ace and Azrael Hendricks, the former World Tag Team Champions of Honor Championship Pro Wrestling, would interrupt that matchup, causing a double disqualification, a no contest, if you will, leading to this matchup tonight. Daydreamer has given the Motor City Machine Guns their rematch on May the 23rd. The Motor City Machine Guns and the Rascalz will meet again for the World Tag Team titles. But if the 4-man of Dishonor, that being Azrael Hendricks, Outlaw Ace, Dominic Mysterio, and Carlito, are able to win this matchup here tonight, Outlaw Ace, Azrael Hendricks will also get their tag team championship rematch on that date, Saturday, May 23rd, at your apartment live in New York City. We could possibly see a triple threat tornado tag team matchup if Dishonor manage to get all on the same page tonight and win this matchup. And Dishonor, we saw earlier tonight, Outlaw Ace, Outlaw Ace and Dominic Mysterio buried the hatchet. We can only assume that Azrael Hendricks also buried the hatchet with Dominic Mysterio and Carlito. But tonight, in the main event, we see if that will truly be the case. As look at them, all 5 members of Dishonor. Zeta Steel banned from ringside tonight. Zeta Steel only here for the entrance, only here for the emotional and moral support of Dominic Mysterio and the rest of the gang. Zeta Steel will have to leave the ringside area before this matchup is set to go underway. But this is the first time we see the whole group of Dishonor make their entrance. All 5 members of Dishonor making their way to the ring. And Outlaw Ace, you see him in the middle there. His hometown here tonight in Portland, Oregon, the Rose City. And Outlaw Ace, they're talking strategy one more time before they all head to the ring. And Outlaw Ace sits up on the apron. Wait a minute, calling for the soldiers to enter with him. Azrael Hendricks, Carlito, Outlaw Ace, all in the ring. Dominic Mysterio, Zeta Steel on the outside. Public displays of affection from those two. And look at this group of individuals. Outlaw Ace, Azrael Hendricks, the former HCPW World Tag Team Champions. Dominic Mysterio in the Estrella Championship Ladder War, a already confirmed participant of that matchup. Carlito, Zeta Steel by their sides as well. Dishonor look to all be on the same page, but we will only truly be able to tell when that bell sounds. But look at them all there. All 5 members, Zeta Steel being escorted away from the ringside area through the crowd is here. Wait, go, the bell is sounded. We're underway. We kick things off in this matchup with Outlaw Ace, the hometown boy, and Detroit's own Alex Shelley. The Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley starts off for the side of the tag team champions, and the Motor City Machine Guns tag now to Azrael Hendricks, and Ace immediately looking to double team Alex Shelley here. And wait a minute, that running ace into that flapjack from Azrael Hendricks and Outlaw Ace. And Hendricks has Shelley up. Hendricks went for a strike, but Shelley's able to reverse, and Alex Shelley has the arm of the punk rock diva. Shelley's got the arm, and Shelley, oh my god, an arm breaker there to Azrael Hendricks, and now throwing Hendricks into the corner. Went for a tag on Sabin, but Sabin getting off the apron to make room for Zachary Wentz. It's a tight space up on the apron. Men are bumping into each other left and right. You see Carlito unable to get back up on the apron as Dominic having to make room for Dominic. Into the official by mistake. The referee getting in the way a lot, it seems, here on these most recent Hang the DJs, but the official now away from the action as Alex Shelley snapmare into a soccer kick to the back of Azrael Hendricks. Now wait a minute, Shelley springboard moonsault there from Alex Shelley, trying to quicken the pace. Cover now on Azrael Hendricks, but no, Carlito able to break up the cover as Hendricks kicks out Carlito. Oh, Alex Shelley went to clobber Carlito. Excuse me, accidentally gloms the referee in the back of the head. The official down. Azrael Hendricks with a neck breaker there to Alex Shelley. Wait a minute, into the corner now. Dominic Mysterio having to get up off the apron. Carlito taking the advantage for Dishonor. Drop kick there to Alex Shelley from Azrael Hendricks. Beautifully done. Oh, shot to the midsection, though. They're able to reverse as Alex Shelley now into the corner again. Zachary Wentz went to take an advantage for the Machine Guns and the Rascalz, but may have just inadvertently messed up Alex Shelley's move there. That tag that Shelley was looking for, some to the chest of Azrael Hendricks. Now Alex Shelley, another springboard moonsault, beautifully done. And Alex Shelley now a tag to Zachary Wentz, who definitely wants to get some shots in on Azrael Hendricks and Outlaw Ace, the two men that ruined that tag team championship matchup last week. Desmond Xavier making some room. Desmond Xavier off the apron. Shelley taking a spot up on the apron. A tag now to Alex Shelley from Zachary Wentz. Drop down and a drop kick there. Desmond Xavier. Oh, a tag there from Hendricks to Ace. It does is back up on the apron. Alex Shelley immediately able to take control of Outlaw Ace, and an air raid crash there. And Alex Shelley with a thumb to the back of Azrael Hendricks. And oh, Kawada kicks to Hendricks. Ace with a chop, but doesn't get any of it. But oh wait, Ace over the top rope goes Alex Shelley into the waiting arms of Dishonor, who are not trying to get themselves disqualified. But wait, Azrael Hendricks has Alex Shelley, tries to throw him back in the ring. Dominic blocking it. Push-ups from Outlaw Ace as Shelley gets sent back in the ring. Hendricks and Mysterio. Hendricks off the apron. He gives Mysterio some space. And all over the top rope goes Outlaw Ace, and Alex Shelley immediately going after all of Dishonor. And it looks like Outlaw Ace back in the ring. But Alex Shelley immediately takes Outlaw Ace down. Stomps him over. Shelley could be looking for a Border City stretch, but no. Ace able to get an elbow into the midsection. And Ace, wait a minute, tag to Carlito. Not Carlito, tag to Dominic Mysterio. Excuse me, I was looking at Carlito over there, and Dominic Mysterio. A Meteora there from Dom, not able to block the tag to Desmond Xavier. And now Dez with a striker combination ends in a double foot stomp to the back. Alex Shelley down in the ring. Huge stomp from Desmond Xavier. Went for a knee drop. Dom able to move out the way. Dom went for a super kick. Almost caught Shelley, and a huge elbow strike there from Desmond Xavier catching Dominic. Dominic went for a springboard cross body, but Dez rode out the way. Irish whip reversed by Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio brings Desmond Xavier to the top. Wait a minute. A move we've seen quite a bit here on Hang the DJ tonight. Avalanche Hurricane off the top rope there from Dominic Mysterio, and now choking out Desmond, wrapping his leg around the leg, trying to ensure he stayed down, and attack to Carlito, the most experienced member of the tandem of Dishonor in Carlito. Near 20 years, over 20 years experience in professional wrestling for that man Carlito. And oh, Xavier, you see the professional wrestling prowess there of Carlito, able to dodge out the way of that flying elbow and get it. Desmond Xavier with a Luthez press. Carlito went for a strike, but oh, And Carlito not as quick of a cat as he used to be. Desmond Xavier, huge striking combinations, catching Carlito cold, and a huge knee brings Carlito to the mat, and Desmond Xavier on the apron. Foot trap tope atomico. Cover now, hooking the leg one, hooking the leg no, and Azrael Hendricks taking it to Alex Shelley, but Shelley with a reversal, and the Punk Rock Diva sends them flying over the top. Back in the ring now, Carlito went for a boot on Desmond Xavier, who's able to move out the way, moves out the way of that elbow strike. And Carlito, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, an overdrive from Carlito. Since when? It's apart from the early days of Carlito's career. When have you seen Carlito hit that recently? And went for that flying headbutt, went for that elbow strike. Neither man able to get in. Outlaw Ace with a huge strike to the face of Desmond Xavier, stopping the tag for the meanwhile, grabbing Xavier by the back of the head, maybe the back of the neck, and just face throws off the top turnbuckle, and now Outlaw Ace. Oh, Xavier with a reversal. Desmond Xavier with that Meteora to Outlaw Ace. But a roll-up. Ace may steal it here. Ace may steal it here in his hometown. Cover one. Cover no. Outlaw Ace not necessarily too liked in his hometown. Maybe if he were a single star here tonight, he'd be getting cheered. But as the whole group of Dishonor, even with that hometown boy, they'd much rather see the Rascalz and the Machine Guns go 2-on-2 in New York City. The HCPW faithful cheering for the Rascalz, cheering for the Motor City Machine Guns. Desmond Xavier could be looking to get a tag off to his tag team partner. May have been looking for a tag with Chris Sabin, actually. But Outlaw Ace able to reverse an Outlaw Ace combination into that DDT. Grounded DDT there from Outlaw Ace. Alex Shelley off the apron. Alex Shelley can't find his footing. Oh, wait a minute. Another tag. This time to Azrael Hendricks. Ace and Hendricks pop up. Meteora connects. But again, they can't capitalize as a tag is made to Alex Shelley. And now, wait a minute. Azrael Hendricks. Suplex cutter from Azrael Hendricks. We saw that used to great effect by Carmelo Hayes. And Azrael Hendricks springboard crossbody there to a grounded Desmond Xavier. As I was saying, that suplex cutter used a great effect in Carmelo Hayes in his debut matchup just before this one. Azrael Hendricks not able to capitalize off a cover off of their suplex cutter, instead getting an elbow drop just then from Alex Shelley. Desmond Xavier thought about getting some licks in himself, but decided against it. Now, oh, Chris Sabin with a shot to the face of Azrael Hendricks. That whole group on the other side, the Motor City Machine Guns and the Rascalz, want nothing more than to get their sweet revenge on Azrael Hendricks, Outlaw Ace, and now Fujiwara armbar. But wait a minute, Hendricks with a head scissors takeover, headstand almost from the Punk Rock Diva. Going for an Irish whip, but no, into the official again. The referee getting in the way a lot in this 8-man tag. No, wait a minute, combination into an air raid crash from Alex Shelley, and now Shelley allowing a tag to Carlito. And Carlito was looking for something, but Shelley able to catch him. Alex Shelley's got Carlito against the ropes. One first strike. Carlito with an elbow. And Carlito with a drop kick. Sent Shelley across the ring. And Carlito with a knee drop. Caught between a rock and a hard place almost. As I said earlier in the night, the knee of Carlito. And then just the ring mat trap between for Alex Shelley. Horrible spot to be in if you're Alex Shelley, but trying to take the advantage, grabbing Carlito by that afro, but not able to get it. Went for the big boot, able to move out the way. Caught Alex Shelley with a lariat. Carlito a tag to Outlaw Ace as a tag to Chris Sabin from Alex Shelley. Went for that headbutt again, not able to get it, missing the headbutt. And oh, wait a minute, what is Sabin thinking about here? Power bomb with the bridge, feet maybe on the ropes with his referee's discretion, but only a count of one. Chris Sabin not able to get that cover, not able to get that victory. Springboard tornado DDT to the Natural Born Thriller. Now a tag to Zachary Wentz. And Zachary Wentz with a drop kick taking down Outlaw Ace. Chris Sabin back on the apron. Thought we were going to see some double team. We are not going to see it just yet. German suplex from Zachary Wentz to Outlaw Ace. And this is by far the longest match Outlaw Ace and Azrael Hendricks have had against the Rascalz. I'm going to bring this up every chance I get. They lost the tag titles in less than 2 minutes. So I guess they have kind of a right to be upset if you think about it. I mean, losing the tag titles in record time. The shortest match in 8. Oh my god! What a move from Outlaw Ace. Beautifully done. Beautiful counter there. Zachary once tried to roll out the way, so Outlaw Ace said, fuck you. Get with this drop kick, idiot. But got swept up just then in a moonsault standing style from Zachary Wentz to Outlaw Ace. In the corner again. A tag to Alex Shelley once more. And another drop down drop kick there. Alex Shelley tried to stop a tag, but not able to get the tag. Oh, taking Hendricks off the apron, dodging Dominic Mysterio as much as he can. Stomps in the ankles of Outlaw Ace. Still targeting Outlaw Ace, trying to get him out the ring. And Dominic takes advantage. Shot to the face from Dominic Mysterio. And Dominic on the apron, calling Alex Shelley up. Calling Shelley up in a beautiful springboard drop kick to Alex Shelley from Dominic Mysterio. Outlaw Ace in the ring, thought about getting some licks in, decides against it on the apron now. Reversing that Irish whip does Dominic in the corner, both men. Dominic Mysterio, wait a minute, what's Dominic thinking here? Shelley trying to stop the apron, DDT to Chris Sabin. Dominic back in the ring, Dominic with an elbow to the face of Alex Shelley. Went to throw him in the corner, the official getting in the way again. The official prohibiting both teams from getting their offense in. Wait a minute. Off the top, the Punk Rock Diva. Dominic sends Azar Hendricks flying into Alex Shelley. What a move. On the apron now. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Went to get Zachary Wentz off the apron. Wentz with a shot to the midsection of Azar Hendricks. Hendricks escapes back into the ring. Went for a kitchen sink. Got caught with a sliced bread. Covered by Alex Shelley, but Carlito's able to break up the cover. And Alex Shelley taking it to Carlito now. Anything Alex Shelley can get on Carlito. The official starting a count here. Wait a minute. Alex Shelley, the Border City stretch on Carlito, but Hendricks with a shot to the side of the head. And Azro Hendricks getting back in on the fight here. Wait a minute. That Dream Ender. I believe that's what that DDT is called, if not that reverse STO DDT from Azro Hendricks. At least that used to be called the Dream Ender from what I recall, from what I see here in my notes. That reverse STO DDT. And wait a minute. Dominic able to slip off, able to slip out of that power slam position. But oh, wait a minute. Beautiful drop kick from Dominic Mysterio. The last great Mysterio tagging in. Outlaw Ace. Dom gets back on the apron. Carlito throws out a strike just in case. You know, Outlaw Ace. Ace must pose. Ace must pose. And Ace is about to hit a suicide dive in his hometown to Alex Shelley. Beautifully done from Outlaw Ace. They have just really just worked on isolating Alex Shelley from his corner. And it's working beautifully right now for the tandem of Dishonor, the four-peat. The first time we've ever seen it. Went for that slingshot shoulder tackle, trying to throw his body at Alex Shelley, but undershot it. And oh, just a knee strike to the midsection. Outlaw Ace doing anything he can to try to keep Alex Shelley in that ring for as long as possible. But Shelley maybe looking to get a tag. Oh, decides against it. STO into the corner. Alex Shelley could have got a tag, but decided to inflict punishment on Outlaw Ace. Tried to get it again, but missing. I think Chris Sabin accidentally punched Alex Shelley in the face, causing this right here from Outlaw Ace. Scoop slam. No, could have been thinking about getting a tag, possibly letting Dominic hit a frog splash, but no. Azro Hendricks trying to get at Alex Shelley, not able to. Back into the corner for Azro Hendricks. Now, wait a minute. Went to tag Zachary Wentz. Not able to get it. No, Desmond Xavier, excuse me, not Zachary Wentz. Zachary Wentz off the apron, back on, and not having enough room to stand, it seems. Oh, wait a minute. Outlaw Ace, Alex Shelley into the corner now. Into the, oh, wait. Alex Shelley decides against it. Tag to Chris Sabin from Alex Shelley. And Chris Sabin went for an avalanche in the corner. Now it's Dominic doesn't have enough room to stand on the corner. And Outlaw Ace, brutal knee in the corner, seated knee. Oh, wait a minute, tag to Azro Hendricks. Dishonor trying to get an advantage here on Chris Sabin, but Sabin not allowing any of it. Oh, super kick there. Outlaw Ace in the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Azrael Hendricks. Oh, no! Azrael Hendricks went for that dive, that corkscrew senton. Couldn't get it. And Chris Sabin clearing house. Azrael Hendricks able to grab him. Oh, my God. What a German suplex. Dropping Chris Sabin on the back of his head. But Sabin cleared out most of Dishonor on the other side. It's just the machine guns, the Rascalz, and Azrael Hendricks. Never mind. Carlito's back up. Carlito is back up. Azrael Hendricks may not be entirely saved, but he's got an ally if things go south. And oh, wait a minute. Trying now to even up the playing field just a little bit. And Azrael Hendricks, that Venus flytrap, it seems. Chris Sabin, all we can do is watch Carlito taunting at Chris Sabin, trying to get his attention, it seems. Not able to do it. Sabin now trying to strike at Azrael Hendricks, able to get it after that big boot. And a stunner off the ropes from Chris Sabin. Sabin to the top. Sabin could be thinking about diving, but no. Desmond Xavier, they all want to get their licks in on Dishonor. And you got to think that is not the game plan of the Rascalz and the Motor City Machine Guns. You'd think they want to work more together. Super kick, but Hendricks just eats it, it seems. And oh, wait a minute. Shelley down on the outside. Sabin able to get the elbows into the midsection. That time connecting with a super kick flush. Hendricks drops to the mat. The Rascalz and the Machine Guns, they're too focused on getting their revenge individually. They're not working together as well as they could. And oh, wait a minute. That tag move broken up. Azrael Hendricks not in position properly. And oh, wait a minute. Desmond Xavier. What is this from Desmond Xavier? What a roundhouse kick to the face of Azrael Hendricks now. To the top rope goes Desmond. Went for that cross body. Came up just a bit short. And Azrael Hendricks going to make Desmond Xavier pay for it. That Widow's Peak neck breaker from Azrael Hendricks. My God. What a move from the Punk Rock Diva. And I think it might be formulaic. I think Dishonor might be joining. No, Dominic Mysterio not part of the plan there, it seemed. Usually after that Widow's Peak, they go for the total elimination. And they're about to get it anyway. Dominic Mysterio cheering him on. Here we go. Total elimination connects. Outlaw Ace into the cover. Sabin trying to break up the cover. Hendricks focused on Sabin. Carlito not in the ring. And now Outlaw Ace focusing on the man that just broke up the cover. The other half of the World Tag Team Champions. Outlaw Ace. Kubaki strike. Kubaki strike. And it might happen here. It might happen here. The KTO. The KTO. No. Desmond Xavier able to fight free. No, wait a minute. Ace, though, shot to the midsection. Outlaw Ace. Outlaw Ace, the hometown boy. Combination into a DDT. Sabin just taking it to Azrael Hendricks on the floor. Throwing Hendricks near the barricade. Azrael Hendricks having to take a breather on the outside. Understandably so. Tag to Dominic again. Wait a minute. What is this? The tag moves we usually see from Ace and Hendricks being done by Ace and Dominic Mysterio. And a super kick, no. Missing that super kick, but getting hit with that elbow strike. No, wait a minute. What is this? What is this? A destroyer from Desmond Xavier. Folding Dominic Mysterio like an accordion. And that could be all she wrote. Desmond Xavier in the corner, but I think Dom got up too quickly for Desmond Xavier. Could have been looking for that cardiac kick. Dominic went for something. Xavier able to get a shot to the midsection. Dez, but no. Dominic sends him off the ropes. Hurricane Rana stopping the tag. Stopping a potential tag there for Desmond Xavier. Beautiful Michinoku driver cover, hooking the leg. Count him one, count him no. Shelley able to break up that cover. Dominic Mysterio now with Alex Shelley. Drop kick off the apron. Shelley's down. It is up to Chris Sabin and Zachary Wentz to save this matchup, but I don't think they can. I think the rules for normal tag matches still apply. Teams only get one breakup per pinfall per tag. They can only break up one pin per tag. And they've just been isolating Desmond Xavier. Desmond has not been able to get a tag, missing that Hurricane Rana. Went for that clothesline. but Desmond Xavier is able to move out the way, and I think Hendrix and Carlito both punched Outlaw Ace in the face, but Outlaw Ace was able to shrug it off in the corner there, and a roundhouse kick there to Desmond Xavier. And Outlaw Ace, wait a minute, what's Outlaw Ace thinking about here? Outlaw Ace, what a backbreaker to Desmond Xavier. And Outlaw Ace dragging Xavier back up again. Outlaw Ace, they've just isolated Desmond Xavier. Outlaw Ace, that arm trapped swinging neck breaker. And Outlaw Ace, a knee drop to the back of Desmond Xavier, stopping that tag to Zachary Wentz. Desmond rolls over in the center of the ring. Ace is looking for that Rose City elbow. Shades of the Macho Man, and connects across the throat. Cover 1, cover 2. Oh my! Dishonor just won this matchup. Dishonor just won the 8-man tag. The crowd can't believe it. They worked together. All 4 men just worked together to get Outlaw Ace and Azrael Hendrix their number 1 contendership. They've been added to the matchup on May the 23rd. Outlaw Ace clapping along. Outlaw Ace getting the winning pinfall in his hometown. Here tonight, Dishonor win it tonight.